Hello and welcome to Math with Dotun. Alright, in this question we have a perimeter of a rectangle and we have the ratio of length to width, and we are to find the length and the width. So let's go over and solve. The length and width of a rectangular garden are in the ratio 5 to 3. If its perimeter is 64 centimeters, find its length and width. Alright, the length and width of a rectangular garden are in the ratio 5 to 3. If its perimeter is 64 centimeters, find its length and width. Alright, so we are to combine our knowledge of ratio and perimeter here. Okay, so the length and the width are in the ratio 5 to 3. Okay, so the first thing we need to do here is to represent the multiplying ratio or multiplying factor by the ratio. Alright, so this means for every 5 units of length you have 3 units of the width. So that means we have a particular unit that is common to them. Right? We represent that by x, using x. So that means our length will be 5 times the multiplying factor, let's say x, and then our breadth or width is 3 times the multiplying factor x. Alright, so with this we can use the perimeter we have to find the value of x, which is a multiplying factor, the portion. Alright, the equal portion for which the 2 units, the 2 variables are shared. Okay, so let's recall our formula for calculating perimeter of a rectangle. That is 2 times the sum of length and width. 2 times the sum of length and width. Okay, so we have the perimeter here as 64 centimeters, and then we have our length as 5x, the width as 3x. So we have 64 equals 2 times 5x plus 3x is 8x. Alright, and that's, we have 2 times 8x will give us 16x. So that means 64 equals to 16x, and then x will be equals to 64 divided by 16. Alright, how many 16s are there in 64? That's 4. Alright, so now we know the multiplying factor, then we can find the value of the length and the width. So in ratio 5 to 3, so length is 5 times x, and x is 4. So 5 times 4 is 20. Alright, and that in centimeters. Right, the width is in the ratio 3, so that will be 3 times 4, and that is 12 centimeters. Okay, so the value of the length is 20 and the value of the width is 12 centimeters. You can quickly check and see if you find the perimeter of the rectangle with length 20 centimeters and width 12 centimeters, if you would have 64 centimeters as your answer. Alright, so we can do that. The perimeter is 2 times length plus the sum of length and width. So 20 plus 12 is 32, right? So 32 times 2 will give you 64. Alright, and that is checked. Okay, so the length and the width of the rectangular garden is or are 20 centimeters and 12 centimeters respectively. all right? And this in the ratio 5:3. Another way to check if you're correct, another way to check is to put this in ratio 20:12 and reduce this ratio, reduce it to the lowest term and see if you have 5 and 3. And then if you divide this by 4, divide this by 4, you have 5:3. All right, checked. That means you're correct. All right, well done. Please, you can go over the video again to review what you have done. And then if you have any question, do it to drop it in the comments. Thank you. Bye.